Hey guys, TinierTim here for another Motivational Monday, and today we're here to talk to you about decisions and about decision making and what does a good decision look like. Now the word decision, and we're going to get a little bit English teacher here, actually comes from the Latin root to cut. It comes from the Latin word to cut. So if you look right in here, scission, you can think of incision, circumcision, painful words, but they basically mean to cut away from or to really cut through. And a decision is a cut or a break away from your old life. A good decision will actually be a complete separation from your previous self. It is an incision. You're cutting away from your old life and becoming a new individual. And whether you realize it, every single moment of your life, you are either consciously or unconsciously assuming a reality in the future. What do I mean by that? Well, a lot of us live our lives kind of by default, and we have set a standard for ourselves. And we talked last week about burning your boats, and by not burning our boats, we realize that we're giving ourselves something that we can go back to. Well, a good decision is something where we are really internalizing this idea. We've already realized in our mind what we want or what we're going to become. So for example, if I make a decision today that I want to one day play in the NBA, and let's say I'm 16 and that's a reasonable decision at the time, what am I going to do? If in my mind I am going to play in the NBA when I get out of college, I'm going to start shooting a basketball 10,000 times a day, every single day, starting right now. Because that's what I need to do in order to make it. I'm going to make it. Already in my head, I know, okay, I'm going to be an NBA player. That means I've got to do this. That's my standard. I want to be the best, then I've got to act like the best. I need to act as if I am already there. And if you were to ask me on day 2 of my weight loss journey, I was already there. In my mind, I'd already cut away from the old Tim. I was not going to be obese anymore. I had made a decision, and every single day of my life from that day forward, I was going to do the things that got me to be the new Tim. Now that doesn't mean I have to be a crazy person and never eat sugar again, although I've made that decision. But I've made that decision more because I don't miss those things. You know, people come to me and they say, don't you miss eating cake? Don't you miss eating Doritos? And the reality is no. I don't, and maybe that makes me crazy or weird, but I'm fine with it. I don't miss those things. And I've adopted new standards. I've cut away. I've made an incision away from my old life, and I've done everything in accordance with this new person that in my mind I became long before physically that dream manifested itself in reality. Whether you know it or not, your standards are setting yourself up for a future. It can be a future that you design by setting standards that you intend. That is going to require attention on your part. And every goal and every ability to meet that goal is set based on your level of attention for that thing. The more attention and energy that you can put into becoming your future, becoming your dream, if that is something that is so important to you that you can't think about anything else, that is going to happen. It's only a matter of time. However, on the other hand, if you are living your life by default, you're not making active decisions, then you are going to receive whatever life sets out to give you. And chances are that's not going to be what you want. So live your life today with intention. Live it with design. Decide what you're going to be right now. There's a principle I once heard that faith is the principle of power in all intelligent beings. And we're not talking about faith in Jesus or Buddha or Allah today. What we're talking about is faith that something is going to occur. Faith is a principle of power in all intelligent beings. And what that means is I act by faith in everything that I want to manifest in my life. For example, I walk into a dark room and I flip the light switch because I have faith that the lights will come on when I do that. Now, why do I have faith in the light switch? Well, because I've seen it happen a million times. I have faith that if I continue to eat healthy, I continue to exercise, I get up, I get enough sleep, I do everything right, that one day I'm gonna have abs. One day I'm going to, be my best self and be healthy and strong. Faith is that principle of power that lets me act in accordance with what I expect to take place. If you act in faith, the manifestation of that faith will come back to you. You will reap what you sow. You will find the results if you put in the work and you maintain your mind and your attention on those goals. That's my Motivational Monday. Make it magic. We'll see you guys next week.